Hello everyone, this is Shobhit Rawat and we are going to look some opening today. Rule pace, the favorite one. Okay, so yeah, this is the position you can see from white side. We have this position. So yeah, this is the position you can see. Okay, so what is the starting of this position? Okay, so starting is like from e4, white plays e4, and after that the defense from counterplay from black side is like e5, e4, e5. So then this works after knight f3, attacking that pawn on e5. So in defense, that black will play knight to c6, defending that pawn. So that is the idea right now. In center we are attacking the pawn and black is defending that pawn. So now next idea to bishop to b5. So so this is the idea for rule Lopez opening, where you can exchange this for this knight which is defending this pawn, so that you can win that pawn. So that is the idea from white side. So simply white can attack that bishop after playing a6. That is the idea, and we can capture that knight. Let's say uh, black capture it by any pawn, let's say by d pawn, then we simply can win that one. So that is the idea from white. Okay, yeah, we will see after what is the response from the black, but first we have to see other variation, which is the standard line from white, which is bishop to a4 after that. And in response, basically this pawn is hanging because of this, so maybe that pawn will come, okay, to defend that. That is the first idea. Or yeah, or knight simply come here. That is the second idea from the black side. So main light 9 is the knight f6. Okay, so still you don't want to capture that and simply win that one. That is always possible, but then white can simply castle, short castle. That is the main line. And after, yeah, bishop can come here, maybe to attack this square, or maybe pin that pawn. But main line says simply bishop to e7 and try to castle. And after that, from yeah, so yeah, that pawn is also hanging from from white side. So knight can take that pawn, but we can defend it by rook as of now. So we will see that line also. And after this we have b5. Okay, attack that bishop, and bishop will go back to b3, and then d6, defend that pawn. And then we have this c3 to attack that center. That is the idea. After c and d, we can attack the center. So that is the main line from white side. So now castle, and you can play, yeah, as 3 is possible to defend, to stop that bishop. That is also possible. And after, let's say, knight, yeah, knight a5, attacking that bishop, we have that bishop c2. And then yeah, that is the forcing line. So maybe we have to defend that. We don't want to open this, and yeah, that knight is also not literally available for these squares. So as of now we have to go back. Then maybe c5 from black side. and then we can play for center d5, and yeah, then queen c7, that is the line. Okay, so knight, uh yeah, knight here, then knight b to d2. Okay, so yeah, that is the line. Okay, now let's see what is happening here from black perspective. Okay, so now uh white played this, black played this. Okay, let's say e5, then this knight come, and then this knight here, then bishop come, and then we attack that bishop by a6. So now we will see the exchange variation where we have this. Okay, all right, so we have this exchange. Now we have two option. Okay, all right, so we have first taking with this pawn or taking with this pawn, so that is possible. So let's say we took it by this d pawn. Now from white side we have this capture, so pawn is undefended, so simply that capture is there. Now what is the idea from black side? So we can win that pawn again. So idea is like queen to g5, and second is queen to d4, attacking that pawn and knight. Okay, so yeah, these are the two options, this pawn and this knight, or go for center pawn and knight. So generally we have this queen to d4 option, and then knight goes back, let's say knight f3, then we can simply win this pawn of center. Then maybe queen come, queen e2, and then we can exchange queen, and yeah, this is the idea from black side. If there is any exchange variation come from white, so yeah, that's why that exchange is not good. um yeah, not that much good for white. Still white is okay with with that activity. Let's say we capture it by b pawn here. So uh, now knight captured this, and then we have that queen to e7 is still attacking that knight and pawn. So yeah, then white can defend that knight by d4. That is the idea, and we can play d6 attacking that knight, and then knight takes, let's say c6. Okay, and we go for this check, and queen comes here. Still that is hanging, but now our queen is pinned, so queen takes there, and king takes there, and we have bishop to b7 attacking that knight, and let's say d5 defending that knight, and king d7, and let's say c4. Okay, then take, king takes. So now this is the position for white, and king are center, and from black and white, now king are literally open, and piece are not developed yet. So this could be possible when we, yeah, take it from this side. So that is the idea when we have exchange. Okay, next is in this position we don't exchange, we go back, and now we develop this. Okay, same idea after exchange. After exchange this happen, take and we take with this and queen go here, so that is the same idea. So now let's say castle, okay, from white side. So now we have this pawn on e4, so that is possible to capture. Let's say we capture it. So now what is the option from white side? Let's see, white can do like go for this rook attack, that is the first one. Second, go for direct d4, okay, that is also possible. Okay, let's check that d4 move, and then d4 you let's say play, okay, b5 to attack that bishop first, or you try to capture this pawn by pawn, okay, so that is let's say happen. Then simply rook will come and pin that knight, that is the first idea. And if you want to defend that, so that is the, yeah, idea to go here, okay, then knight takes d4, okay, so this knight is pinned, and you are going to attack that also. After this bishop will capture, you win that. So let's say d6, bishop d6, and yeah, this is the possibility. Then simply capture that pawn on yeah, capture that knight from bishop, and then bishop capture this, knight takes, and let's say knight takes, and then we take it back, and then we have simply that f3 and simply winning that knight. So that is very critical to let's say don't take that pawn then. So now after this, let's say what is the idea, we can play b5 to attack that bishop, okay, bishop go back, bishop b3, and we have that d5, d5, okay, defending that one and also stopping that bishop. So let's say d takes e5, and now bishop goes to, yeah, bishop to e6, defending that pawn. And from, yeah, because queen and bishop are attacking there, so we have to defend that pawn also. Now this, yeah, knight come, and knight c5 maybe, that is the idea from, yeah, black, knight c5 go back. So we can capture this, let's say we capture it, then yeah, bishop takes, and one more development from there, and we have only two pieces developed, and one bishop is still not well developed now. That is the problem from black side. Okay, so after this we have this knight c5 attacking that bishop, and let's say what is the possibility from the white, we have this c3, okay, because if captured, then simply queen can capture, and that is structure, pawn structure will be maintained after that. That is the idea. So now bishop e7, try for castle from black side, and yeah, then we can simply move that bishop in safe square and try to attack here. In future maybe queen can come and try to make some threatening attack here. Okay, so yeah, these are the idea when we took that pawn from yeah, from this knight. Okay, so took that pawn, this is the possible option, and second option is the rook to e1, also try to win this pawn using that knight and rook. So in defense maybe um, knight c5 is the option to attack that bishop, and bishop simply captured that defender of that pawn, and we can capture it back. So now knight can take that. Okay, still we have bishop b7, stopping that discover attack. So now again d4 is there attacking our knight and also defending that knight. So that is the move from white. Now, yeah, so we have knight to e6 back, uh, attack that pawn also. Maybe then a c3 is possible option to defend that, and also maybe bishop to e3 to defend that pawn. So both are the option. So maybe white can develop that piece and also defend the pawn. So now we can simply castle. So it's still not that uh, yeah, advantage for white, but white can make advantage somehow, but still black can defend this position using these kind of moves if it capture that. So yeah, definitely this one is more dangerous, d4, than rook to e1, but rook e1 also winning that pawn. Still not so sure, but if we do some mistake, maybe then this discover attack could dangerous for black. So now we can flip the board in perspective of white. So now in this position, let's see what is the other idea, like yeah, so in this position, so let's say we simply if white black played like this directly, okay, then we castle, okay, or maybe simply go for d3. That is also possible choice. Let's say we castle. Now knight takes e4. Okay, that's happened. We have d4 because that pawn is not there right now. So let's say we have e1 and then this option d4. So two options are there. So many people played d4 and rook e1. So second best option is rook e1, but most people played that d4 move. Okay, after knight captured that, and if you capture that pawn, let's say in this case, then what is your move? You can pin that knight because now this file is open for white, and also try to make this f3 move. uh, First remove that knight, and yeah, first capture that, remove that knight. That is the idea. So now from black, d5 will be there. Okay, so simply takes that d4 because knight is pinned right now. And then let's say what is the idea from, yeah, maybe d6 is the idea, bishop d6. Okay, defend that. uh, Bishop d6, basically this bishop to d6. Okay, not this one. So if you played that, that is also if you played this, then simply you are losing, like maybe this one, that thing, that is very good. Or yeah, you can, yeah, simply go with this. I think knight takes c6 is sufficient to win that rook. Let's say queen go here, king go here on e7. Then maybe c4 is the idea. C4 if capture, simply capture, yeah, capture that queen first. Let's say if we go here and let's say d takes c4, then what is the idea? Maybe simply go with this because we can't capture that We can capture it by bishop, right? So that is also option. If we capture it, then queen takes d1 and we takes it by rook, so which is much safer. But if we go here, let's say queen f3 and make that attention, if knight move, let's say here, simply we capture that rook, or maybe first capture that knight and then rook. Okay, so these are the ideas. All right, so all about this rule Lopez. First go for this e4 and here then e5, you have knight to f3 and then knight to c6 and then go for this bishop to b5, or idea to exchange this one. And after this, let's say from black perspective, let's go for another idea. So yeah, after this you capture it. Okay, I capture it by d pawn. All right, so we have already seen this one, queen to d4, because after knight capture we have this queen to d4 move. We already seen that. After this we can capture it and then queen will come here and then we can exchange. Second idea to go here, queen to g5. Okay, idea is capture this pawn and this knight. So now defense is like go for this d4, defend that knight, or maybe go back. Two are the possibility here. So maybe we can first go for this option, d4. Now we can capture g2 and then yeah, queen to f3 is also option to defend that, or maybe rook to here. Simply we will win that pawn to defend all things. So white can play this queen to f3. Okay, and then simply we can capture this, queen takes this, and this is the position where white has maybe yeah, these pawns are not that strong. If these are the available, then center pawn are good, maybe not sure. Black have two bishop pair, so that is a little advantage. So if you can play with bishop, so maybe that is good for you. In that case you can follow this variation. Let's say yeah, this happen, and after this rook goes here. Simply you have this check. First maybe go for this queen takes e4 check. That is our first idea. If rook goes here, and then maybe queen to e2, and yeah, then what is the idea? Maybe bishop f5 check. You go here. Okay, bishop, let's say bishop f5 check, or let's see bishop f5 and you have c3, and then what? Takes, king takes, bishop d6, attack that. That is, what is the point to push this pawn? So maybe some idea to open this bishop could be. But if you directly go with this capture, then maybe knight, go for knight open, win open knight, or maybe go for f6 directly. Okay, to remove this defender. That could be idea. Go here, and if capture and rook g1, let's say attack that thing, and yeah, bishop, maybe then several idea. I think that is simply defend that. That could be idea. Okay, so that happened when we played that. Let's say knight goes back and we took this in this position. Instead of this rook to sorry, this d4, we simply played this knight to f3 and we simply capture this. Then rook can come here because we are supporting that rook. Also this pawn is supported and this is supported by king and queen is supporting that knight. Everything is there. All right, so now we have to go with queen to h3. So now what? So rook can come attack queen again, so maybe go back again, queen to h5, and still this is equal. Yeah, still game is so much open right now. So maybe after this we have this rook to g5, attack that queen again, and maybe king queen go h3, and then center open d4, and try to, yes, create some discover. Yeah, let's say if this happen, yeah, still now this open to make some discover attack, so that king check and win this queen. This is idea from white. Okay, now so in that case we can go for knight e7 first, defend that one, because if rook come here, then we can go with queen, yeah, queen g6. Okay, simply defend that. Also open this file and use this file. Also go here, attack that one, and yeah, several ideas. Maybe trap that rook somehow. That could be idea. Yeah, these are the possibility from there. So that happened. So we covered, I think, everything, maybe every line. So let's say in this line, let's say we capture this and this happened. We already covered this, I guess. So knight, queen can come here, then we defend that knight, d4, and then we have d6, knight attack, knight takes this, okay, attacking that queen. So we have this check, and yeah, after this we have to capture this, king capture, we go here, knight defense, rook come here, and yeah, after maybe rook to d1, defending that pawn, we simply capture that pawn, capture, and this is the position. Maybe, yeah, that is the position when we cleared with that. But yeah, these are the position. Now look some puzzle in theme of rule Lopez. We already covered everything from so for revision what we are looking. So this is the main line for rule Lopez. First e4 and then e5 from black side, then knight to f3 and this knight to c6, then we have that bishop to b5. Okay, and then a6, the attack bishop. We have seen that this exchange variation, and after capture, so yeah, that is the variation. So main line is go back, and after knight here we castle, and yeah, we can capture it, but after rook 2 and d4 are the main line after capture. So a black play like a bishop to open this uh, castle. So after this we have yeah, rook to e1 first to defend that pawn, and after b5 attack that bishop, bishop go here, and we have yeah, d6 possibly, and then we have this c3 making that room for bishop, and after knight jump here we come back. So these are the line from, yeah, standard line for rule of base. Now we can see some puzzle. Okay, so first puzzle is this. Yeah, this is Lee chess puzzle, and I don't know how we get this. Okay, so this is the one, and we are black to play first, and what we can see in this position. Okay, so we have this queen and rook. Bishop is there, knight is there, rook is there. Okay, two rooks, bishop, knight, and from white side we have also two rooks, queen, and two knights, and this bishop. All right, king is there literally open. So as of now, we have this capture, give check, and king move. Let's say then probably yeah we can go with bishop, but knight is there defending that square. Maybe simply go for check. Go here, then yeah, still that rook is not available because of this knight. Okay, so now let's go with this check, king move. Yeah, so check. All right, knight can move. So is there any counter attack from white side? So queen is not open because of this bishop. Maybe is there any other idea? Queen capture, okay. Or maybe try with knight, then rook can come. Let's go with this capture. Then bishop can come. That is our first option. To attack there. Yeah, in defense maybe that thing is there, and rook can come. Let's go with bishop. Bishop to d6. Okay. Now, yeah, we have this, and in defense maybe knight can come here. That is the first possibility. Yeah, if we direct capture, king capture, we go with check, knight jump. Yeah, so maybe we can try with queen here, then knight will come, capture it, knight capture, so that is not look good. King capture, are we winning something? I think so. That knight is definitely going here to defend that one. So probably we can try with maybe attack that one. So after this, what is the idea? But king capture. Oh, so that is the idea. Rook to go here. Okay, so that is the idea to go for this checkmate. Okay, so yeah, this is also variation of rule Lopez. All right, so what is happening in this position? First of all, we have two rooks. Okay, two bishop, knight is here, and bishop is also yeah developed here. Knight is just jumped, and already this queen is attacked. Our queen is defended by pawn and bishop. All right, so these are the position. So we can also capture this, but can you see this one? This checkmate threat is there. Yeah, so we can't capture this knight right now because of this checkmate. Okay, so now we have this check. Is there any possibility. Yeah, this check, then capture this check. Queen will come, then capture that. Go with this pawn to attack both. This could be idea. First go there, queen to, yeah, b4 check. If, yeah, knight comes, so that is the problem because that is defended now. Yeah, that is the problem. If pawn push, simply we capture. So knight is the problem there. So if you directly capture this, king capture, we go with this pawn push, and then knight capture this, we capture pawn. So we capture that bishop. Yeah, possibly that could be idea. Go with this and capture this. Yeah. Okay, so this is the position. I think this one is the last one. And in this position, basically white to play first, and what we have this bishop in this diagonal where knight is, yeah, literally in blocking that attack. And also, yeah, rook is not open yet. That pawn is there. Queen is there undefended basically, and queen is here also blocking that. Yeah, uh, pinning this knight. Knight is doubled up by queen, and this we have attacked right now. We have this fork from pawn in bishop and this. Okay, now what? Also rook is there, still no use. Maybe we can add a rook to h1 to make some more support. But as of now, this is the defender of this knight, and this queen is also defending that. Maybe we can remove one defender, and this capture, and this check is there. If pawn capture, simply we have that check, so possibly we can capture that knight. Okay, so this happen, so we can capture that, or yeah, this check is there. Yeah, this check, and simply we will, yeah, because pawn is there right now, and this knight can move. That is, yeah, that is possible now. So if we capture it, knight move, we go here, then queen move, let's say back. Yeah, we can capture that, so not so easy. If you directly capture, yeah, pawn capture, and we are losing that knight, and then we have losing knight, and then yeah, we have, I think, extra material after that. Take, take, take. Okay, take, queen go back. Okay, take. Yeah, so no, I think we are not winning any material, because after that this will capture. If we capture this, knight check, king move. We can capture it because knight check is not there by this one. Capture, capture. Wait a second. If we capture this, queen capture check, we capture this. Then this capture, we capture knight. Yeah, still at least we have something after this. Okay, that is not working. Alright, nothing is working, so maybe we have to capture this. Then let's say this check happen, we go here. and knight go back. We go here, rook capture, so not so simple. Yeah, capture, 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 capture. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today. Thank you.